Hi, today we are going to learn about the different types of chemical reactions. So, there are different reactions. We are going to learn about decomposition reaction, combination reaction, single displacement, double displacement reaction, precipitation reaction, and redox reaction. So, today we are going to see decomposition reaction. Decomposition reaction is where a molecule or a compound breaks down into two or more simpler substances. Say, for example, water. You take water and pass electricity. So, when you pass electricity, water decomposes. Water is a single compound. It decomposes to form two simpler substances, that is hydrogen and oxygen. Now, this is a decomposition reaction, and this decomposition happens when you pass electric current. I have few more examples for you. The next reaction is you take ferrous sulfate. This is the color of ferrous sulfate, green color crystals. When you heat ferrous sulfate crystals, it forms a red color ferric oxide, reddish brown ferric oxide. So when ferrous sulfate is heated, it forms ferric oxide, Fa2O3, which is a solid. Ferrous sulfate is also a solid, and it gives two different gases, which is sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. Now, the sulfur dioxide will have a pungent smell. So here we have just one reactant, one compound. When you're heating it, it decomposes to three simpler substances. Now, this is again a decomposition reaction. This decomposition occurs when you're heating ferrous sulfate. Okay, so ferrous sulfate is the actual formula is FeSO4 7H2O. This 7H2O is called as water of crystallization. Ferrous sulfate 7H2O. When you're heating it, first it loses all the water molecules. And when you're further heating it, it forms ferric oxide, sulfur dioxide, and sulfur trioxide. Okay, so ferrous sulfate, you need to know the color of the salt. Ferrous sulfate is green color salt, and ferric oxide is reddish brown. So this reaction, this decomposition reaction happens when you're heating it. So this comes under the category thermal decomposition. Okay, thermal decomposition. The previous one which we saw, where water decomposes into two simpler substance when you're passing electricity. So we can classify this as electrolytic decomposition. Electrolytic decomposition. Because we are passing electric current, decomposition occurs. The next example is on heating, there is a decomposition happening. So this comes under thermal decomposition. Therm means heat. The next reaction is a very important one, calcium carbonate. Okay, this reaction, it occurs, it is used in various industries, calcium carbonate, calcium oxide. So calcium carbonate, the formula of calcium carbonate is CaCO3. Now, when you're heating this calcium carbonate, see, the calcium carbonate has another name, common name called limestone. Okay, calcium carbonate is also called as limestone. Now, when this is heated, it forms calcium oxide. Calcium oxide is also called as lime or quicklime. These are all the common names. Plus carbon dioxide. Okay, now this lime is used in the manufacture of cement. Okay, calcium oxide is also called as lime or quicklime, which is used in the manufacture of cement. Now, this also comes under, this reaction comes under thermal decomposition because calcium carbonate on heating gives calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Now, the third reaction is lead nitrate. Lead nitrate is a colorless salt. Okay, colorless salt. Now you see the picture. When lead nitrate is heated, you just take the salt and heat it in a test tube. You can see reddish brown fumes coming out. That is because the reddish brown fumes is because of the release of nitrogen dioxide. nitrogen dioxide is reddish brown in color. So when you're heating lead nitrate, it forms lead oxide, nitrogen dioxide, and oxygen. Okay, so this happens in the presence of heat. So this reaction is also categorized under thermal decomposition.